Good afternoon. My name is Betty Verton. I live in Hastings, Nebraska. I am a mother to 7 children, 3 of whom have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We found out I have 3 sons with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and they were diagnosed over about a 12-month period between 2010 and 2011. And I found out I was a carrier shortly after the third of my sons was diagnosed. So in the summer of 2011. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a muscle wasting disease. It's progressive, it's rare, and there's no cure. So it starts with muscle weakness in the lower parts of the body. One of my sons no longer walks, my other 2 boys do. So it takes away all of their physical abilities slowly over time. And then eventually it'll cause weakness in the lung and heart muscles. And that's when end of life issues start to occur. And there's a life expectancy of about mid-20s for the boys. We use natural family planning. We came to that decision kind of on our own. Nobody really talked to us about other options. They talked to us about my then teenage daughter, like what her plans should be for family planning moving forward, but nobody talked to my husband and I about it. I think they kind of just assumed we wouldn't want to have more children, and so it wasn't even addressed. So we came to it on our own based off of, our faith and help of the priests that we were working with at the time. I think, nobody stood in our way against making this decision, and nobody was ever really rude to us or commented to us. But I also feel a lot of pressure, just from society. I don't think people understood why we would choose to have more children with 3 sons with Duchenne. And it wasn't, and natural family planning for us wasn't necessarily a decision to have more children. It was just, we would be open to it if it happens, and we didn't want to do any other options like a vasectomy or birth control. We didn't want to do any of those things to prevent pregnancy. So we just we were just open to it if it happened. But I think we just saw a lot of pressure from society, I think, to not have a big family, not have more children. I think that was the biggest challenge that we faced. I think it'd be just advice to myself, don't let outside influences make you feel bad for your decision, and it's going to be okay. I think right after the boys were diagnosed, I thought, I didn't know if I wanted to have more children, but I didn't like the idea that the choice was taken away from me. I wanted to make that decision on our own. And so I think I would tell myself, it'll be okay. If you have more children, it'll be okay. And if you don't, it'll be okay. I think I would just encourage anybody that's trying to figure out what they're going to do to just, silence all the outside voices and do what feels right for you. And I think just to other people to not be so judgmental because it's a very hard decision that I think women carriers are faced with, and most people probably don't understand it. So I would just encourage that, just open-mindedness and kindness and support.